Hello, I'm Mike of Neil Dice, and this is Dungeon Keeper once more. Picking up exactly where I left off, I've got a small dungeon, which I'll just go quickly to the map. So down here I've got a library, which I'm probably about to finish off.
Your gold reserves are running
Oh,
low.
that's a problem. What should I do? Let's get some. Oh, my perspective.
You cannot afford to train creatures.
Have I done something stupid to my perspective? Feels wrong. Ah, that's what I done. I usually have low walls. Shadows, view distance, view type, gamma correction. Yeah, that's right. Right, okay, let's go back to what I was doing. Anyway, so, library, research, hatchery and the training room. The hatchery is for feeding people, the training room is for...
It is payday.
I'm going to get into trouble.
Your gold reserves are running low.
I'm going to have to do this. Right. We're going to make this into a treasure room. Grab you. Whoop. Ideally, I'd be okay with, yeah. I ran out of money. Now I do have these gems, and the joy of gems is they give money forever. I wanted somebody to... Right, tell you what. I want someone to claim these bits of territory here so I can build more... build more treasure room on them. I go into the map mode because I'm just used to being able to looking at it at this angle. With the control and arrow keys I can spin around, but I get disoriented if I'm not careful. Now, hopefully this is the last... That is not the last... Oh no, it is. That should be the last treasure room I make. I want that to be the last treasure room I make because all the expenses will come out of here. Oh lord, where is everybody going? Are they coming? I don't want them to go to... They're all going to the wrong everything. Oh, I think they're probably coming out here for money. I want to block this off in the end. Because I actually don't want my vampire and my mages, my warlocks, to interact all that much because they don't like each other and they fight. Where's the troll? There you are. My troll is going to be getting on with making doors and things. Alright, so I'm back to making money, which is good. All my imps are busy, which is good. So I went from like no money at all to being having quite a lot of money very, very quickly. And I think part of that at least is down to having I should get rid of this. At least part of that is down to having
has been manufactured.
a lot of imps and having at least 3 which are high-speed imps. I'm going to temporarily make this interesting. Since they're coming here for what they're doing, I'll temporarily let them do that. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to exchange it for a scavenger room soon. What else do I want? I want a temple. So I'm going to make a temple here. No particular reason to put it there, but it's a good place anyway. And the reason I want to do that is so that I can make really, really large numbers of imps. And I've got a lot of money saved up, so I'm going to do it now. Basically, any imp that is 3rd level, I hit backspace and it goes back to where I picked it up from. And I'm literally just going to sacrifice any 1st level imp I've got.
The gods are pleased with your sacrifice.
Pathetic creature. I shall crush you in an
I wonder
instant.
I wonder if I accidentally sacrificed a 3rd level imp. Oh well.
The
If
gods
I
are
did,
pleased with your sacrifice.
I think I must have. I only have 2. I thought I had 3 of them.
The gods are pleased
Now,
with your sacrifice.
the reason I can do that is that every imp I sacrifice lowers the price by 150. Every imp you lowers the price by 300. Every time I hit the cast make a new imp spell, that's going to cost me 300 more. Sorry, oh god. As I click it more, the price goes up by 150. Every time I sacrifice it, the price goes down by 300 to a minimum of 150. So I can actually make now a lot of imps before the price starts going up. So what I can do now is sacrifice those 8.
The gods are pleased with your sacrifice.
And now so I can make another 8 at 150 each.
A trap has been manufactured. The gods are pleased with your sacrifice.
Wait for them all to go down. And so I can make yet more imps.
The gods are pleased with your sacrifice.
And each time I do that,
Has been
that's
manufactured.
more imps that I can make for less amount of money. So currently I've got 25. I'm about to trap a bunch into the temple and kill them.
The gods are pleased with your
I've got
sacrifice.
25. I think we're going to do this one last time.
The gods are pleased with your sacrifice.
I'm grabbing a bunch. And what I am going to
A
do...
door has been manufactured.
What I'll do... Right. I think I need to make him a little hatchery, actually. I'll do that at some point. What I want to do is I want to find a training room which isn't going to get used by anybody else. I don't really have a place that I've already set up to do that, so I'm going to have to make a place, I think. No, not there. Don't quite have enough room.
A trap has been manufactured.
Where will I put it? Really want it to be completely out of the way, so let's make it 5 by 5. The main thing I want to do now, because I now have doors. Now where's that 3rd level going? Now, so what I've done is I've trapped these guys in here. What's most important is
A
it
door
means
has been
that
manufactured.
no one else will now be able to get in here and do training. So I want a dedicated training area that is just for these guys. Basically, so I need to pick them all up and then drop them again. Because just because they're in a room that's a training room, they're not going to start training. I have to drop them specifically in the training room. So they're now going to train. And the idea being that after a while, they will become high level.
A door has been manufactured.
Right, let's put it, so I'm going to put another door here. And this is going to be my vampire place. So I'm just going to get rid of all of these guys. Going to grab Mr. Vampire. And now he lives
It is
here.
payday.
Oh, that's the troll there. I don't want that. Oh. Now the problem is the vampire can actually teleport, so he can do irritating things like just wander off wherever he wants. Now the other thing I need to do... So we're going to make a hatchery here because I've got a troll who's making stuff in the workshop, but... it's actually making a lair as well. Whoa. I don't want him wandering about the place when he gets hungry. I want him to be nice and close to his area, so he can just nip out and get some food. I'm beginning to think I actually should have done this. I'm going to do it the other way around. There we go. So this is going to be the hatchery. And this is going to be his lair. Now, the advantage with the troll is that I don't actually need to tell him to do anything. Have we run out of things to research or something? I thought I had a sudden mass of idle people, and I wonder if that was because... No, I think they were just... I think they were just heading out for food. So I've grabbed, there seem to be some who are just
Trap has
idle,
been manufactured.
and so I've decided to make them train, because I want high level everybody. Right, now I've got to, what doors have I got now? I've got quite good doors, I'll have that door. Now this, so I've made yet another little dungeon. And we'll put in, I haven't actually put the things in yet, so you can have, so you've got a treasury, which I'll need to fill in a second, and we'll have
A door has been
hatchery,
manufactured.
and we'll have a training room, and we will have a lair, and that's locked. Now I'm doing that because there's an individual.
A new spell has been researched. There is nothing left to research.
Nothing left to research. That means all my mages start training in something. There is this guy, a Horned Reaper. He is behind that door. You now have a spell that turns fortified walls into dust.
A door
Defensive
has been
cast also possible
manufactured.
for you that your enemies possess same magic cast. This will still turn out to be one of those days. Okay. So, first thing, we're going to drop him at our dungeon heart. And then, we're going to drop him here. This is new home. And I'm going to drop him into his own personal private training room. I'm also going to make sure that his personal private treasury is nicely full of money.
A trap has been manufactured.
And I'm taking it from that treasure room because that's got tons and tons of money in it. The difficulty with grabbing treasure from this kind of room is that there are all the imps wandering about and they will get in the way. Right, so I'm now going to, I no longer need this library, so it can go away. And instead I'm going to have a scavenger room. And I believe vampires are reasonably good at scavenging, so that's going to be his job now, is scavenging. He lost his mind or something. So he should be happy to do that. I probably want to make sure that he's got some money in his treasury. So what I'm hoping is that money will come from this treasury, which is being filled up because of it's got everyone.
A door has been manufactured.
Yeah, I got a magic door. So the treasury here will be just more and more filled up because this is where the actual gold mining is going on. Which means I don't have to worry about these places running out of money because I've got two people who are in their own little dungeon. Training, well, scavenging in one case and
A
training.
door has been manufactured.
There is a slight issue when it comes to the Horned Reaper, which is that they get very angry very quickly. So I'm using a magic door plus boulder trap combo, which I hope will not bite me in the bottom. Boulder traps are really quite capable of killing your guys as well as their guys.
A trap has been manufactured.
The idea is if bad guys come in down here and they break through that door, they will get murdered by the boulder trap. And I'm hoping by making it a magic door, which is the toughest door to get through, I'm hoping that any bad guys who do try and come down there will bring a lot of people. And thus a lot of people will get squished by the boulder trap when it gets triggered. That's the hope. It is actually quite difficult to kill really any large numbers of things with traps, but the boulder trap is one of the most deadly. So in terms of infrastructure, I'm pretty much set up. I could do with maybe a barracks, but I don't think I'm going to be getting any more monsters than I already have, except by scavenging and stuff like that. They're all going gangbusters. That's brilliant. Now what I want to do is I want to grab as many idle warlocks, and I have a few, and get them training. Going to make a bigger training room. I actually have rooms set out. I don't know what I was planning to do. That's where there used to be gold here. And I just dug this out in the big square. I don't know if I'm actually going to do anything with it. I could just make that into a training room. What am I doing? Because I can just build that off the.
A door has been manufactured.
Off the existing hatchery, so that those who train can get easy access to food, so they don't spend too much time not training. Meanwhile, what's going on over here? These guys are all third level, so these guys all get taken out. I'll just dump them here to prefer. That was really bad. So now I want to see if I can't find first level guys.
A trap has been manufactured.
I get as many first level guys as I can.
It is payday.
And they all get chucked down in here. So they're going to become the next group of high-level trainees. So now I have a bunch of third-level imps, which is pretty cool. So what I'm probably going to do now, I'm probably pretty much set. I mean, there's going to be some stuff to do here and there. Like, I'm probably going to do this a lot. Use my Sight of Evil and my Lightning Bolt spell to irritate
my opposition, because they're doing the same thing that I'm doing. And by using this question mark, I can see they've got 22 monsters for my 21. And it's going to be in my best interest to have the best monsters. Now, they've dug out all of their gold. I've played a couple of games where they ended up not digging out the gold because the AI sometimes is a bit dim. But this guy's worked out. Green? Is this green? Yeah, green seems to have worked out. That's a good idea to mine out these gems. And I'm making life difficult for them by blowing them up. But that costs money. That can cost quite a bit of money. My current problem is that I've got a whole bunch,
has been manufactured.
like a whole bunch of warlocks, and I really only have a couple of melee units, and that could be a problem later on. How am I doing? I've still got 7 idle, so I probably don't need a huge training hall, but I'm going to give them one anyway. And so I can just grab all of these idle folk. And so largely what I'm going to be doing next is just sitting down and effectively turtling. I'm turtled in here. I've got a few actual bits of gold I can get, but I don't really need them. I've got actually got idle imps, which is kind of astonishing. So I've got a bunch of options, but largely going to sit here and wait until I've got a large number of high-level warlocks, and I'm going to, to go with my 10th level vampire, my 10th level troll. They're not bad at combat, and also hopefully a nice high-level Horned Reaper. They're one of the best melee units in the game. I will then go forth and then cause violence to my opposition. I'm just speeding up my bloke here, so he'll go up levels higher, quicker, hopefully. I could slap him, but I don't want to do that, because that may well make him upset, and if he gets upset, that he becomes slightly unusable. So let's leave it there. So probably what we're going to do is off camera, just sit here, do a lot of training, and maybe put some traps down and stuff like that, and then come in when I finally decide to open the gates and see if I can't just murder all the bad guys. So thanks for watching. Do hit like and subscribe if you're enjoying these videos. Come visit me at neilupdice.com. We're also available on Facebook and Twitter. You can find notes and all of that stuff and links to places in the video description. And until next time, slap your imps.